All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 54's right. Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm going to run you up. I'm going to run you up.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Watch Sam.
15-90.
54. Mike, 54. No gain on this.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Come on, baby, let's go.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance.
Under a heavy ride rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
54 Mike. Check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Shit. Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now again running right, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set. 57, Mike 57.
Double dog, that's the way. Set, go. Mike 57.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down
Good work,
at
boys.
about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great... And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you reherse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. 6 guy, check 6 guy.
On the ground, it's Cook.
Run, they're running.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike 57. I'm coming.
Mike's 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete.
Let's go,
His
fellas.
2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get this, boy.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love you.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Cooper was the target there. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the counter with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Henry, 47. Great stone. Time on. Let's set a tone. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Bravo. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike.
Come on out
From
here,
the
come get
gun,
some.
Jackson.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
Pressure, and he's going to be
He don't
taken
want it.
down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now?
Here we go.
At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive
They don't
after what
want it,
happened on the
fellas.
last one.
They
Throw it on the first
don't
play. Give the
want
quarterback
it.
some confidence.
See
Keep
what
slaying
happens.
hard,
Now, the
fellas.
first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Woo! Let's get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with that second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the run, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
That's it. Big hit.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Rabbit.
They'll set up a throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
$50. Hey, eat. Focus, defense, focus.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
I'm coming.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Let's go.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown.
I know you felt that one.
Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
This is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cooper again the target, but now it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it. Check 31. Check 31. Shift. You. That's it. Hey, check 47. Check Mike 47. You go night-night. Some go night-night.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, you can shut them down, get them back for our offense, we can roll, and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
44-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Baby. Yeah.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll drop the throw, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Okay, Mike 52. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
2nd and 15. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Mike 52. Get the ball right here.
On first down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley setting his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. It's complete to Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 27, Jackson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll run for it with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
47. Switch up, switch up.
Now Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
All day, every day.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Lay down.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Check 3, check 3. Check.
On second down, Cook. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up third down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm here all day.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs. and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 91. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
57.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball in his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Mike 4, Mike 5-4.
They'll
Mike
look to
5-4.
throw here. He's got his man.
got
This is Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go, boys.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
I see you, boy.
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
I got him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go, baby.
It's
Let's
a
go.
Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't
No
you?
doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, T. Let's. All right, T.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Yeah, baby.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 36 to 36.
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Army.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to advance to the divisional round. Oh, it's no good. Maher pushed it right.
Good work,
and a
boys. Let's
costly
go.
one there as this
Let's
game
go.
remains tied here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Flush to his right. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. The mic. 57's a... Here we go, D. Here I come. Switch.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back to you. Watch the edge.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Okay, baby, I see.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Sam, check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Stop your whining.
2nd and long. He completes it to Tate. A huge play there in overtime.
Let's go.
69 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guy poking.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.